into. This what they not into. It's just a mixtape. Volume 2. Yeah. So from the streets to the clubs, from the dancers to the girls to the thugs. This what they not into. This what they not into. It's just a mixtape. Volume 2.
Alright. So if you don't already know, I've plugged him multiple times. But I'm going to plug him again. He's got a new mixtape out. Dflo, yes, he is the best rapper in the game today. If you don't believe me, I'm sorry if you don't believe me. Obviously this video is not about Dflo if you've already read the title, but I just wanted to get that out the way. Yeah, go get his mixtape. The link is in the description. He has a bunch of other mixtapes. If you like that one, let me know and I can hook you up with a couple others. But yeah, he's awesome, very talented. His YouTube and his Twitter will be down there, as well as Game 7, which is a group he's a part of. Their Twitter will be down there too. So a lot of stuff you can download stuff. I believe they have an iTunes song out now for like 99 cents, $1. I mean, what can you buy better for $1? I mean, okay. Anyways, so there's that. Just was, play a little intro, if you could say. One other thing I need to get out of the way though. Who's that who is that? That's Sabu! TNA forever. Alright, I got that out of the way. Okay. Anyways, we are here, if you have already read the title and wondering why I've yet to talk about football yet. And it's like a minute in already. Anyways, we're here to give my response, part 1, my response of Jada Beak's challenge. I'm going to be in the challenge, per se, or whatever. Pick the divisions, where they finish, blah, 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 and then playoffs as well. And, of course, I had already said I was going to come on here and let you guys know how I thought divisions were going to go through, and, who was going to win, who was going to finish last, all that stuff. So, I'm, of course, going to make it a response to Jada Beak's. His link to his channel, or no, the video will be in the description, as well as his channel, if, for those of you that are lazy. Great guy, he's very funny. But yeah, and he's very straightforward too, so. But yeah, join his challenge if you guys like NFL. So we're gonna get started. I'm sure it could get lengthy depending on what I'm talking about, but we'll see. So yeah, let's we won't start with my Patriots. We'll end there in that division. Let's go to the AFC. Is that the North? I believe it's called, yeah, the AFC North, and that's going to be the teams involved in that are the Browns, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Ravens. I think the Browns are going to finish last in this division. Obviously, they have a lot to work on. And then third, shockingly, I think a lot of people so far have already put them in the playoffs. The Bengals are going to be third. I don't know if, before I even continue, well, I'll finish this division, then I'll get into something real quick. And shockingly, a lot of people are writing them off, but he's only out 4 weeks. Ben Roethlisberger will be back after their bye week, at least, I think. So, Steelers are going to finish second in that division, and I've got the Ravens winning that division. But before I go on to the rest of my picks, of course they'll all be in the description too. So the description is going to be a big clusterfuck of information. What else am I going to say? Oh, a lot of people look at teams and how good they are, or oh, these teams will be better, but they don't look at their schedule. And I know the schedules are going to change, week 2 in, all this schedule, looking at the schedules that I did and a lot of the research that I did to make sure that my picks were good picks, and smart picks are going to be out the window, of course. But I feel like you need to look at the schedule. A lot of people play just too many tough teams to make it to the playoffs, or to make it that much better than last year. They may be a better team, but you know what happens. So of course injuries are going to always play into effect as well. But you saw Brady go out, and they still went 11-5. So just saying. Anyways, so just to recap: Ravens first, Steelers second, Bengals third, and Browns fourth. I just don't think Bengals are talented enough and their schedule is just too tough to come out of their second in that division. And I think the Steelers are going to come back firing as soon as Ben gets there. I think if the Steelers don't start off 2-2, I might be a little bit worried with that pick. But I think they'll at least start off 2-2. So with the 4 games that Big Ben is definitely going to miss. Okay, so then we'll go to the the Chargers division. We'll go AFC West, and I have the Chargers winning that division. I actually have them doing pretty good. Their record, their schedule looks fairly easy, but the Chargers always seem to disappoint both in the regular season and the playoffs. So I have a feeling they're going to beat some of the teams they're supposed to beat, and they're also going to lose the teams they shouldn't lose to. I actually think they might actually drop one to the Raiders this year. So that division actually could go either way. It's weird. I have the Broncos finishing second. They're going to be around 8-8 probably. Not a great team, nothing special. I don't think Tebow's going to start. I think they're going to stick with Orton. They have no plans to start Tebow, unless they were to start terrible. I don't think they're going to try anything with Tebow as far as starting quarterback yet. Anyways, then Raiders third. I just don't think their division. I mean, they're good. I think they're better. I have them finishing like 7-9, but they're just not good enough. So there you go with that, and their schedule, of course. And then Chiefs finished last. I don't think they're going to be that good. Gotta hurry up. I'm talking way too long about each team. Okay, then we're going to go to the AFC South, where I think the Colts are going to win the division again. I do have the Texans finishing second, but we'll get to as far as playoffs in a minute. I think the Texans have too tough of a division, and they are very talented, but it's just going to be too much for them. Once again, they hit the injury bug and it could really mess them up. So there you go. And they lost Owen Daniels, and you saw them hurt a little bit based on that. So they have him back this year, so hopefully they'll be better at least with that. I have Titans third. I don't have Titans doing very well, and I have the Jags fourth in that division. All right, so I'm trying to move fast. I don't want to talk about too many of the teams. And then what could be shocking, maybe not so shocking, a little bit of a bunch of stuff like that. The AFC East. Fourth, I've got the Bills. Third, here's a shocker. I have the Jets. I just think, one, the Jets are overrated. Two, I think, obviously I'm confident in my Patriots. And I also think the Dolphins have a lot better schedule as far as easier wins. Of course, that can change because the Dolphins could not produce, or other teams that they face could end up being better than I thought. So there you go. So I actually have the Jets third, and they will miss the playoffs based on this. Dolphins second. I have the Dolphins finishing just good enough over the Jets to get the playoff spot. And I haven't talked about playoffs, but anyways, they're second, and then obviously I have my Patriots first. There you have that. AFC side of the playoffs. I'll just run that, and I'll come back to it after I finish NFC. Colts number 1 seed. Pats the number 2 seed. The 3rd seed is the Chargers. The 4th is the Ravens. The 2 wild cards are at number 5 is the Dolphins, and number 6 is the Steelers. So I'll come back to that. Hopefully this video is not too long. Anyways, all right, here we go. NFC side. One of the worst divisions of football, in my opinion, especially right now. Anyways, the NFC West. I have the 49ers winning this division. I have the Cardinals finishing second. I would almost had them third, but I just don't know if this. I don't have too much confidence to like jump onto the Seahawks yet. So I have the Seahawks third, and of course the Rams fourth. So I do think the Seahawks could possibly win that division, actually, though. But I'm going to have the 49ers, of course, still win it. Or they haven't won it in a while, but anyways. Then we have the NFC South. I think this is going to be a tight division as far as Saints and Falcons, but I think the Saints are still going to just be good, that much better. So Saints win, Falcons gets the 2nd spot in that division. Panthers obviously third. They've got a lot of work to do, and 4th would be the Bucs. Then we have the NFC North, and I have the Packers winning this division. I think Aaron Rodgers and just all the players, I really am confident, and I really think good things for the Packers this year. I have the Vikings and Brett Favre getting 2nd in that division. I have the Bears finishing 3rd. Bears just still, they need to click, and I think if they click, they could shock some people, but I don't, they're going to have to shock me. So the Lions, of course, 4th, but they may win a couple more games than expected. I don't know. We'll see. Then we have the NFC East, what is normally the toughest division, arguably in football, but definitely in the NFC. I have the Cowboys winning the division. I had the Giants finishing 2nd. I have the Eagles kind of a close third. I feel like Eagles and Giants could interchange. And then I have the Redskins still finishing last. Just because of how it works out. The Redskins play a lot of tough teams, and I just don't think they're quite there. And they're just going to be a forfeit of playing better teams. Not that they're going to suck, and I think their record's going to, look a lot worse than they are. But there you go. And then in the NFC side, and like I said, these will all be in the bottom bar, I guess you could call it. I have the Saints, of course, being number 1 seed. Number 2, the Packers. Number 3, the Cowboys. Number 4, the 49ers. And then your wild cards will be the number 5 at the number 5 seed, the Falcons, and at the number 6 seed, the Vikings. So yeah, I actually only have the Cowboys, the only team end up making it out of the NFC East. So that might shock some people, but there you have that. Now we'll get to the actual playoffs. AFC side, we have the number 3 seed Chargers versus the 6 seed Steelers, and then we have the number 4 seed Ravens versus the number 5 seed Dolphins. I have the Chargers winning that game, and I have the Ravens winning that game. Ravens will now face the number 1 seed Colts, and I have the Ravens actually beating the Colts this time. And then I have the number 2 seed Pats facing the number 3 seed Chargers, and I have the Pats winning that AFC Championship game is Ravens-Pats, and obviously I'm going to have the Ravens get a little bit more revenge on the Ravens this year in the AFC Championship game. Hate me for picking my Pats, but I'm confident in my Patriots every year, so hate it or love it, I don't really care. NFC side, number 3 Cowboys, number 6 Vikings will face each other. The Vikings will win that game. Number 4 49ers versus the 5 Falcons. I have of course the Falcons win. 49ers just can't deliver against any other division opponents. Then of course that puts the Saints against the Vikings, and then the Packers versus the Falcons. I actually shockingly think the Vikings are going to get this win this time against the Saints, and I think the Packers are going to beat the Falcons. Pretty good games there. I think the second round games are going to be really, really good. Even the first round games in the playoffs, if they pan out the way I say they're going to pan out. So that would put the Vikings and the Packers in the NFC Championship game, and I have the ultimate of ultimates: the Packers beating the Vikings in Green Bay and sending Brett Favre home to ponder once again if he's going to go and fail once again next season. So it's going to be awesome. I would love to see it in that way, and I would love to see Pats Packers. And I, of course, I'm going to pick the Patriots to win, but I think it can honestly go either way. So, anyways, that's it for that. Looking for them in the bottom. I really think that this video might be going a little bit longer. That's why I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there. And for some reason, even though I can, I technically can have 15 minutes, FlipShare right now won't let me do a 10 still. So I don't know. Hopefully it's still under the 10. Hopefully I went fast enough. But yeah, look at the bottom for the playoffs and all that. I thought about making a video just about the playoffs and making 2 videos so that they're not too long for you. But hopefully this video wasn't that long. Once again, go check out Dflo, check out JadaBink1 if you want to join the challenge as well. And I hope you guys like my picks. Let me know what your picks are if you don't want to make a video, and what you think about mine. So NFL season is almost here. September 9th can't come soon enough. Vikings, Saints, I cannot wait. Woo! See you guys later.